Have you been granted Spanish citizenship? Then be careful because the process is not over yet. After receiving a favorable decision, there's still one essential step left, the Spanish citizenship oath. This step involves deadlines, documents, and important decisions you need to understand. Stay until the end because we will also explain why in detail many people forget. Even after taking the oath, there's still one final procedure before you can obtain your Spanish passport. Hello everyone, my name is Gerard, I'm the marketing responsible at Balcells Group and Immigration Lawyers Spain, and in this video we're going to review one of the final stages of the process of obtaining Spanish citizenship, the citizenship oath. The Spanish citizenship oath is the final formal step in completing the nationality process. Once you receive a favorable decision, you must appear before the civil registry or a notary and formally commit to respecting the Spanish constitution, Spanish law, and the country's legal system. This commitment can be made in two ways, by swearing or by promising. The difference is mainly formal, as swearing may have a religious connotation, while promising is a formula without that connotation. In practice, both serve the same purpose, which is formally expressing your commitment to the Spanish legal system. Another important issue may also arise during this procedure, renouncing your original nationality, but only if your country does not have a dual nationality agreement with Spain. Spain allows dual nationality with Ibero-American countries, Andorra, Portugal, France, Equatorial Guinea, and the Philippines. Therefore, whether this requirement applies to you will depend on your original nationality. The Spanish citizenship oath can currently be completed in two places. The first option is the civil registry of the municipality where you are registered as a resident. For many years, this was the standard way to complete the oath. However, civil registries in some municipalities are highly saturated, so obtaining an appointment can be difficult or take a long time. For this reason, since September 2021, it has also been possible to take the oath before a notary. This second option may be faster and more straightforward. However, the notary must belong to a notarial district with jurisdiction based on your address. In both cases, the objective is the same: to formally complete the oath or promise, register your Spanish nationality, and move forward with the issuance of your Spanish birth. From the moment you receive official notification of the favorable nationality decision, you have 180 days to complete the citizenship oath procedure. The deadline does not begin when you see online that your application has been approved. It begins when you officially receive notification of the favorable decision. Within that period, you must request an appointment to take the oath either at the relevant civil registry or before a notary. This is very important because in many civil registries, the appointment itself may be scheduled several months later. However, if you requested the appointment within the 180-day deadline, you will normally have fulfilled your obligation, even if the actual oath takes place later because of administrative delays. Therefore, if you have received a favorable decision, your first step should be to arrange the oath appointment as soon as possible. If you have made it this far and have just received a favorable Spanish nationality decision, at Balcells Group we can help you review your documents, coordinate the procedure, and make sure you complete the citizenship oath correctly. In the description of this video, you will find a link to book a consultation with our lawyers. You can also use the code YouTube10 to receive a 10% discount on your next consultation. To complete the citizenship oath, you will need to bring several documents. The first is the favorable Spanish nationality decision. You will also need to provide an updated registration certificate from the municipality where you live. You must present your criminal record certificate, normally with the Hague apostille or the corresponding legalization, together with a sworn translation if it's not in Spanish. Another document is the birth certificate from your country of origin, also apostille or legalized and translated when required. If your country is not part of the Hague Convention, the document must be first legalized by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in the country where it was issued, and then by the Spanish Embassy or Consulate. You will also need to complete a personal data declaration form. This form confirms details such as your name, surnames, your parents' details, place of birth, and other information that will be used for your registration in the Spanish Civil Registry. Do not forget to bring your valid passport and residence card to identify yourself before the Civil Registry or notary. On the day of the oath, you will appear before a Civil Registry official or a notary. You will mainly be asked two different questions. The first one is whether you swear or promise to respect the Spanish Constitution, Spanish law, and the country's legal system. The second, if applicable in your case, is whether you agree to renounce your original nationality, provided that your country does not have a dual nationality agreement with Spain. The procedure is usually brief. In many cases, it may last between 10 and 30 minutes. Once it's completed, the next step will be the registration in the Spanish Civil Registry and the issuance of your Spanish birth certificate. This certificate is essential in order to apply for your Spanish ID card and passport. What is the pre-oath procedure? Some civil registries may have a preliminary stage known as the pre-oath procedure. This is essentially an initial review of your documentation. Instead of taking the oath immediately on the same day, the applicant attends the civil registry, submits the documents, and an official checks that everything is correct. If the documentation is complete, the applicant is then given another appointment to complete the final oath. This stage exists to prevent missing documents or errors from blocking the procedure on the day of the oath. Not all civil registries work in the same way, so it's important to check how the civil registry corresponding to your address handles the process. You do not automatically receive your Spanish ID card and passport, as first your nationality must be registered in the civil registry and your Spanish birth certificate must be issued. This certificate may take some time depending on the civil registry and its workload. Once you have your Spanish birth certificate, you can then request an appointment with the national police to apply for your Spanish ID card and passport. Therefore, although the oath is a very important stage, it is not the absolute end of the process. If you have received a favorable decision, do not let time pass. At Balcells Group, we can help you review your case and guide you through this final stage of the nationality process. You can contact us at info@balcellsgroup.com or book a consultation through the link in the description below. And remember that you can use the code YouTube10 to receive a 10% discount on your next consultation. Subscribe to the channel for more content about immigration, nationality, and legal procedures in Spain. See you in the next video.